Guess where I am? Mount Shasta! I'm at the crown chakra of the planet. I'm standing at the crown. I feel like the royalty of the earth. I'm so honored and happy to be here. This is one of my favorite places on earth, and it's such a gateway to source itself, being the crown chakra, and also a source and dimensional gate to all the other chakra points. I feel everything, everywhere through this place. Mount Shasta is obviously a very sacred place, and some of the different energies that it's known to have are, it's the holding place of Saint Germain, which is the violet flame, and Christ consciousness itself. And to me, I've also felt a very high council energy to it, where people come to receive blessings and information and answers to their prayers and answers to what they need to do, and it feels like there's a very guiding council energy to it, even over the Saint Germain and the Christ consciousness energy, which is incredibly pervasive, and you can feel and also even see with your naked eyes at times this violet haze, you know, on the mountain and in the meadows and just wherever you're walking. And it's a high elevation, though I live at high elevations, but it makes me high. I'm just so high and very lucid, very dreamy, and still in a very grounded way. And I've been sleeping here the past few nights, and it feels like I'm levitating, yet simultaneously very grounded and nurtured and taken care of. So it's a very paradoxical energy in that sense. It's fun observing, of course, the qualities in the geography that match the energetic structure. And there's actually violet, like rocks. They're kind of a gray violet all along the mountain trails when you go walk them. And so there's actually violet rocks. And then there's also in these little pine trees in the meadow here and beyond, they are spiraling pine trees, and I'll zoom in on some of them, which is so amazing. They look very Dr. Seuss, very whimsical, and so you can see the chakra energy about it. And remember that Mount Shasta is a chakra point, so the energy is coming in, and yet at the same time it's a volcano, dormant. It only erupted, you know, just under 200 years ago. But you can also feel like the mama. You can also feel like the vibration and the life force under it, but the higher information's coming from below. So it's just a beautiful place to heal and regenerate and go to the next level. So come visit when you get a chance. This here is the headwaters of the Sacramento River. This is the headwaters coming out of Mount Shasta. Do you see it? There's no one filling up their bottles right now, and I already just filled up about a few gallons worth of bottles in our 5-gallon before we head off. But this is amazing. This is spring water coming right outside the mountain. It's freezing cold. I can't put my foot in it for more than like 30 seconds. This is so cold. But anyways, amazing spring water. It's so fun and so sacred. Drinking the nectar, drinking the vibration of Shasta. There's also the spring I mentioned in Panther Meadows, which is amazing. So definitely check that one out too, because that's at the top of the mountain and has even a zinging vibration. So there you go. When you visit, come see the headwaters. Bye. This is Zanny's honey. There's nothing I love more in going to these sacred sites. See, Shasta's right here. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Than getting the pure raw honey from the place. Because just like the spring water or being in the place, honey and experiencing it through the bees is just an awesome way of experiencing the vibration and super good. So I'm picked up some. I just saw her house along the street, and her son is the beekeeper, and so we picked up some raw honey. some Shasta honey to take home with us. I'm here at the Stewart Mineral Springs, which are the hot springs for Mount Shasta, just down from the mountain. And when you go down from the mountain, all these different areas, these different waterfalls and the different hot springs have their own healing qualities that have different nuances of the mountain that are really important to embrace and take in too. And the water is such a critical piece because it's the infusion of the energy. It's the best transmitter to get the energy and the frequency in your body and get those healing vibrations going. So I'm really excited to experience the baths here. And what they have is your own individual little bath room that I'll show you. And you go in and you soak for 3 to 5 minutes, and then all of the minerals go into your body and release the toxins and do all of the healing work. And then you go into the sauna and sweat, and then you jump into the river. And as the Native Americans say that used to be here, as you can see the teepee behind me, when you sweat and then you jump into the river and you're in the springs, all the toxins wash down the river, and so all your worries wash down the river too, which is so beautiful. One of the things that really intrigued me and excited me about coming here is its connection to Glastonbury, England, because as we're here in Shasta, the crown chakra of the planet, Glastonbury is the throat chakra, and Dr. Emoto came and tested the water here, and it actually has the same property, the same crystallization when you go jump into the creek in the cold water as the same crystallization in Glastonbury of the water there. And so there's a correlation, and all of these sacred sites are connected and interconnected. So I feel like there's a portal energy that will connect the two. So I'm excited to go feel it out and see if I can feel that Glastonbury energy here and feel the sacredness of the springs. So exciting. So I'm inside my little room, my little bathhouse. And this is the sacred mineral spring water that I'm going to be bathing in, and I'll report back. Okay, I give it an A++. I feel incredibly relaxed, and I know that there's many places that can do that, but particularly this place has just rejuvenated me, and I felt a very strong Native American presence in the baths and also on the land, which is really lovely because in a lot of these sacred sites, the Native Americans have already been caretakers of them, and so to still have that presence be felt shows that the caretakers of this land are very in touch with that energy. And the sauna and the baths and the creek are just incredibly clean and pristine and sacred, and the energy of the whole place is that way. And all of the people here, that's the #1 intention, which is really nice because at some mineral springs or hot springs that you go to, it's more looky-loo, and here it's really about the dedication to the sacred. My favorite was the creek, and it is the same crystalline, symbol as in Glastonbury for a reason. It's so pure and bright and vivacious and sweet, and a lot of the times I feel the energies of the devas surrounding maybe the land or the creek, but the actual water, the vibrancy of the water was very pure, and I loved it, and I felt a purity that is in Glastonbury too, and so it's been lovely. Anyways, I highly recommend coming here to the Stewart Mineral Springs on your trip to Shasta. It's really great after a few days of camping, especially, to come and soak and rejuvenate. So this completes my adventure here in Shasta, and it's been incredible. And read below, because I'll post links to this place and the other places I recommend going, and I'll probably even write a blog about a general itinerary of what I recommend to really take in all of the different energies of Shasta and have a truly enriching spiritual experience. And here's the beautiful water running into the cold pool, the creek. And this little angelic statue. Beautiful.